Hi, and welcome to Revival Reminder number 4. Revival takes hard work. This is a topic that many people shy away from when you talk about finding spiritual renewal or revival. The plain and simple truth is that revival or renewal takes hard work. Or to put it another way, with apologies to Ringo Starr, it don't come easy. You know, it don't come easy. We've talked about revival coming only from God, and that's true. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a role to play in it. In fact, as we'll be talking about in the coming weeks, we have a huge and indispensable role to play in revival beginning and continuing, for that matter. If you think you can sit on your duff and keep on doing what you've been doing and expect revival, then very likely you won't see it. Doing the same thing usually gives you the same results. If we want to be revived, then we must change things up. Shake up our schedule, reorder our priorities, make room for God in our hearts and our schedules and in our routines, and that's not easy. Change is usually very difficult. Maintaining godly change in my life is always difficult. That's because to do so, you have to push against the grain, go against the tide, and most critically of all, you have to move in the opposite direction that your old nature wants you to go in. It will fight back, and it won't quit easily. Paul talks about the struggle between the spirit and the flesh in our lives, how our old nature fights against our new nature continually. This internal civil war is, like all civil wars, anything but civil. It's brutal, striking to the very core of our beings, and the stakes could hardly be higher. Yes, we've been given the armor of God. Yes, the fruit of the Spirit can and will prevail against the works of the flesh, but only if we stand firm. Only if we keep on pushing. Only if we refuse to surrender, no matter how bleak things look or how much our flesh and friends and culture tell us we should just give in. Instead, we stand in the Spirit and seek to move in the Spirit. And this is hard. This is work. This is, to be perfectly honest, a daily grind that can, and if we let it, will wear us down. I've seen this happen to so many people through the years of my ministry, and of course, it's happened to me more times than I can count. So if you want revival, that's good. It's great, in fact. But I'd be a bad pastor if I let you think it was going to be easy, because true spiritual revival is the most rewarding experience possible. But it's not easy. Jesus said his road was narrow and steep and hard, and few would walk it. How many start and then when things get hard, quit because it's just too tough and they don't think they can do it? Millions, probably. And there but for the grace of God go I. The only reason I've survived all these years is because God is good, and I am, very often, just too stupid to quit, even when I ought to. Stubbornness can be a good trait, depending on how and when and where it's used. So, let's be stubborn for Jesus. Let us stubbornly wait upon the Lord and in prayer and godly action, refuse to quit until revival comes. More next week.